This is a tablet I haven't seen in 8 years. I found it buried collecting dust in the depth of a storage room. I mean, there's a reason it's there, there's no way it works. But, might as well give it a chance. And while my tablet was sitting there, it got me thinking. I haven't used this tablet since I was 12. What if alongside the tablet, I relive my childhood for the day, doing activities I would have done at 12 years old? Nostalgia is a weird feeling. As much as we look back at beautiful memories, we can never get them back. So today, I'm gonna find out once and for all, will reliving my childhood be as good as I remember? My mornings back then were exactly how it is right now. Tea with TV, except now it's YouTube, but it's just a little bit better. At this stage of my childhood, I was a fob. Yeah, we might have watched the same shows on Cartoon Network, but it wasn't in English. Gumball,
أنا عندي الحل.
Clarence,
شكرا كلارنس.
لا شكر على واجب، أنا ساحر الحي الطيب.
Adventure Time. Yeah, Adventure Time. Remember the theme song? Jake the dog and Finn the human. I knew the whole thing in Arabic. وقت المغامرة ها قد حان سنسافر لأبعد مكان مع جيك ومع فين تحلو وقت للمغامرة. But I also watched YouTube, and there's only one YouTuber or YouTubers that I watched back then that I still watch now. So it's only right that you watch that right now with this cup of tea. And do not confuse with the black tea, okay? This one was with milk and sugar, so much sugar. And it's warm, it's nice. I love it, I love it. I don't think I could go a day without it. Wow, top 3 things like in my life. Number 1, my tea. Number 2, my parents. Sidemen Ultimate Football Challenge. 8 years later, and I still watch every Sidemen Sunday. To this day. But you know, we kind of look different now.
I'm irrelevant.
We're gonna be after Mr. Crossbell.
Yo, Big Star is too funny, bro. Big Star, what you doing, bro? Boom! Oh my days. Oh my days. Miniminter's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Yo, Big Star's too funny, bro. What a great morning routine. I feel like I should be Ashton Hall, but instead of putting my face in cold water, I just put it in tea. Tea with content. That has been my morning routine for the last lifetime of my life. But the rest of the day has activities I've abandoned, unfortunately. No one on the fields because they're employed. Wednesday at 11 a.m. No one's here. Everyone has jobs. I'm gonna bleep that out, obviously. If you were anything like me, you were a grass toucher. You were out and about, biking with your friends, playing soccer on the street, or just terrorizing neighbors. Today, however, I was gonna spend my time playing soccer. Look at the trees like dancing. They're like shaking. You know, look at this. Look at it. And back then, you would get there with no plan. You know, sometimes 100 people could show up, and it'll end up looking like Fortnite 50v50, or just 2 people would show up, and you'll just kick about. And as a kid who always wanted to be a professional footballer, I would role play my favorite soccer players. Like that one Nike ad. I'll go like, oh, whoa, whoa, is it real? You know I tried so hard, but it really more. But it was moving so well, but rock and rolling. Oh, whoa, whoa. And then the one guy just turns into Hulk, but he didn't mean to turn to Hulk. He wanted to like turn it to hug the player, but he accidentally turned it to like the Hulk. Neymar! Ronaldo! Zoom! I would also try different freak routines that I saw on TV. Not as good though, obviously. And you know, sometimes you accidentally send the ball over the fence to the coyotes in the forest. But luckily, I found this one pretty quickly.
Ow! Oh my gosh. What does poison ivy look like?
But it was not fun barefoot.
Ouch!
But when enough people showed up, it could always turn to a game that never disappoints. World Cup. It was every man for themselves. Battle Royale. And you know, scoring goals was important, but nothing was as good as embarrassing everyone else.
Hey! Hey! It's not football, dog. It's soccer. It's soccer, dude. Come on, dog. Top 10 respect moments.
After we all got tired of the blazing sun, a mandatory boys conversation needed to happen. I don't know why, it just does. But this time we weren't talking about school drama or the Fortnite battle pass. We were talking about the geopolitical dynamic between Sudan and UAE. Game's gone.
We're done playing Kuda, mostly because it's hot. We're tired. We need some water that we didn't bring. How's the water? Where you find this? Hot. See you guys on the next one.
Dab on the haters. Yeah, we're bringing the dab back. And it's not your choice. We are dabbing. We are dabbing all summer long. So if you want to join the movement, click subscribe.
Okay, I'm back from soccer. You know, I took a shower and changed. Okay, that was a lie. I didn't shower back then. Why would I shower now? Okay. All right, it's time to do some homework now, okay? You know, as a kid, I was a very studious person. In this closet right here, I know for a fact, I have a folder that has every single assignment I've done because this closet can have anything, okay? Think of something right now. Yep, I have it. Look at this. You said iPhone 7. I know you were thinking of the iPhone 7. So I'm gonna go through it and read through all of those essays that I've done and see what I was thinking as a 12-year-old. I'm very interested. I haven't seen this. I haven't looked at it since I was in 8th grade. No way, bro. This was probably an art assignment. And they told us to draw something. Look what I drew. This was love for the game. Nothing was like OG Fortnite in 2017, 2018. So good.
But after looking some more, I finally
Found it! Oh, look at this. Traveling through 7th grade. Let's read the last page though. The last page is interesting because here it says about the author, okay? For us likes to play Fortnite Battle Royale and FIFA in his free time and loves to play soccer outside. He also loves to read. I don't love to read. Let me make that disclaimer. I was probably reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid back then. Cristiano Ronaldo inspires me to never give up and keep working hard. Essays. Oh, you know, let me read this personal belief essay. Never in my life I felt excited, nervous, happy, frustrated at one time. It was the Champions League final. Real Madrid versus their city rivals Atletico Madrid. To me, which is what... Yo, what? Yeah, I'm tired of this. This is terrible English. It's a great belief. When you focus on things you love and passionate about, you'll thrive. Wow, that's inspirational. My memoir. What's this about? I wrote about the same exact UCL final. I can't believe it. The night in Lisbon. And it would be a day I'd never forget. Well, clearly you wrote 2 different essays about it. When I was 12, all I was running through the empty head of mine, just Fortnite, soccer, Cristiano Ronaldo. That's it. Nothing else. My favorite time of day is the evening because it's quiet and I'll be playing Fortnite at that time. Very cool, very interesting, this teacher must have hated me. Is this about Fortnite as well? Okay. This is not about Fortnite or soccer. Let me see how this is. Victory is a shark in the ocean with sharp teeth, knowing nothing could overpower it and that it fears nothing. Victory is the smile on a 7-year-old's face when he wins his first Fortnite game. What's everything about? Everything was about Fortnite. It's genuine addiction, bro. I needed help, and no one got me help. I should have been sent to a therapist.
That was just the essays, but there's some poems in here as well. How will. As usual, when I got to bed, all these how wills got in my head. It kept rapping with the voice that's fake, but it still made me and the entire bed shake. I think I'm just trying to rhyme words here now. None of this is real. How will I do all my homework on the day that it's due? How will I babysit, do homework, and do chores too? Oh my days, this is bars. I was like Kanye West back then. Now those things aren't that scary at all. I just hope in life I won't ever fall. I hope I fell here. I hope I got an F in this. That was That was horrific. I don't want to see that book again. Ever.
Why are we losing 98-0, bro? If you remember in one of the poems or essays that I wrote back in 7th grade, I mentioned that I love to read books. And actually, I found a couple of them with no cover. This is Diary of a Wimpy Kid Old School, and this is definitely mine. Look at the state of this. Diary of a Wimpy Kid aside, this right here at some point in my life was the greatest book of all time, and I rated it higher than Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Big Nate. Big Nate was so underrated, bro. So underrated. Now comment down below, what type of person were you? Were you like a cool Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Big Nate kind of guy? Or were you like getting disgusted thinking about Harry Potter? Imagine reading Harry Potter, bro. Well, you're reading 12 chapters of yap. I wish I could spend more time reading this stuff. Big Nate, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's easier said than done. Yeah, let me hop off Instagram and read books. I've got reels to catch up on. I can't be reading books these days. But today I can. Today is a different day. Today isn't like any other day. Today I am 12 years old, so I'm gonna be able to read.
Reading those books, I didn't know if nostalgia was beautiful anymore. I'm realizing that I can't go back, so maybe I shouldn't be trying to.
Oh, what are we up to now then? What should I do? I'm kind of hungry.
I was hungry, but that did not mean I was gonna go to the kitchen and open the fridge. I was gonna do something else.
I'm walking outside. What the hell? Man, I never walk outside. Why would I walk 12 minutes if I can drive 3.5? That's just dumb. But today, I'm back in 2017. I don't have a driver's license. I'm not even tall enough to drive. So why not just walk to the nearby shop with a $5 bill and eat lunch, okay? Well, it's not lunch. It's a bunch of snacks. But back in the day, that's lunch sorted. I'm not eating your food, Mom. I'm sorry, all right?
Back in my day, $5 is all you needed. So let's see what my lunch will be.
Beautiful day today, man. Clouds, in my opinion, after humans, my favorite creation, you know, that God created. Actually, maybe above humans, especially when they're like crispy, fluffy, 3D. And then you stop for a second and just stare at them, and then they start moving. It's crazy, man. Today has been the best day since COVID. I'll say it. This has been the best day in the 2020s. In this 2020s, this has been the best day. Just because I'm like alive, bro. I feel new. I feel great, man. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. What a great day, man.
At this point, I realized something. I'm enjoying my 12-year-old daily routine way more than my usual days. It just felt healthier and more fulfilling. Morning exercise, reading, watching my favorite YouTubers, going on a walk.
That was the police. That was scary, bro.
It was a moment to contemplate. Why not do this every day?
I want to do this more often. I love this. I love walking. But I don't because it's lame. I'll be real. Why am I walking to the nearby store when I can just drive? Why am I reading books if I can just watch reels, you know? It's just what I do. It's just my life now. There's no point of changing that. The shop is right there, nearby. Gummy bears. Chips is a must. That says Derby, by the way, in Arabic. Doesn't even show what flavor it is. It's just Derby. Yeah, juice box, cocktail.
It was time to find out what's for lunch with just a $5 bill. So after laps in the store,
Oh, this could be good.
it was the final test. How much will my total cost?
If this, and this cost more than $5, the game is gone. The game is finished. Assalam. First of all, game is so back. Everything was like $3.50 something. On top of that, I spent my 50 cents change on a Coca-Cola lollipop, the Chupa Chapa. Chupa Chup, that's my favorite, bro. Now, I would go home and consume this lunch, but it's not right, man. You know, as a 12-year-old, you know, when you get a $5 bill and you go spend it, do you go home and eat it? No! You find a random curb and munch up. We find the best curb, the perfect curb for this.
I looked through some curbs to eat my lunch on, until I found the perfect one.
So much bugs and mosquitoes biting me. Now I have a question. Why does it say it expired on March 6, 2025? Oops, one fell again. Wipe the grass off of it. Bismillah. How you guys doing? Pretty good. How about you, man? Good, man.
Think why you have to look both ways?
Huh?
It was Maghrib or sunset time, and that is always the time to go inside. Apparently. I don't know. It's always been this way. So after taking a shower, I did not take a shower. Why would I shower? I ended my day playing FIFA 17. And looking at all the older game modes and looking at the old teams and players just made me really emotional. I've always known nostalgia to be an amazing feeling, but trying to relive the older days, it just felt kind of sad. I'm tired of pretending nostalgia is a good feeling. It's evil, and it hurts more than it feels nice. So for one last time, let me reminisce and see what memories this tablet holds. The touchscreen was absolutely terrible, so I understand why this tablet was abandoned. But in there, I found myself logged into Power School, an app that showed my grades and attendance back in middle school. In there as well, I found the games I used to play. Very interesting selection here. We didn't realize what we were doing back then. We were building memories that we cherish now, so why not just build more? None of these apps mattered though. I only cared about one thing and one thing only, and that was the gallery of the photos I had. From piano tile achievements to CR7 boots, the photos did not disappoint. But in there was a photo that meant a lot. No, not that one. This selfie was the profile picture of my first ever YouTube channel, a group channel with my relatives. Making YouTube videos has always been a passion of mine, but this photo, it gave me a huge reminder. When you focus on things you love and passionate about, you'll thrive. I'm gonna show you how to do a scorpion kick.
Let me show you how to do the scorpion kick.